gentle reader. I'm coming to you on this wild and stormy night to talk to you about a wild and stormy tale. The 7.5 Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle. Now, this is the Kate's Notes version. You're going to get a little more detail than what you would find on the inside book jacket, but not so much that I am going to spoil it for you. No spoilers here, because I want you to go out and read it for yourself like the smart girly you are. Okay, let's begin. When I judged this book by its cover, I assumed it was about this thoroughly modern gal named Evelyn Hardcastle who was simply living her best life during the Jazz Age and just reinventing herself all over the place, 7.5 times to be exact. But in fact, it was not about a gal named Evelyn really at all. It was about someone else. Evelyn was kind of on the peripheral the whole time. However, there was a very big theme of reinvention going on, and might I add, there were some friendships made along the way, so I was not far off. Turns out, being a Judge Judy does pay off sometimes. Anyway, let's get into it. Our protagonist is actually a guy named Aiden Bishop. We don't know his name right away because apparently he's stuck in a loop where he has to inhabit 8 different party guests, which sounds very creepy when I say it out loud. But he becomes 8 different party guests in order to unravel the mystery of who unalived Evelyn Hardcastle. That's where Evelyn comes into play. That's her big scene. So, Aiden Bishop is in a loop. Think of it as Groundhog Day meets Russian Doll meets Mystery Dinner Theater, but without the humor of all of those things. It's very grim, very melancholy setting. We are at an estate called Blackheath in the English countryside, probably in the 20s or 30s. It's enough that they have an automobile on premises, but nobody knows how to use it. They're relying on horse and buggy still. So that's where we're at. Now, our actual real life setting outside of the loop is way far in the future because Aiden Bishop was placed in this loop on purpose. So that's like a very sci-fi thing to me. He has been placed there, and we will find out that other people have also been placed in this loop and are also running around trying to solve the mystery, and whoever wins gets to get out. So this is some kind of punishment. So these are big mysteries that you are going to keep guessing at and wanting to keep unraveling. My guy Stuart, our author, he loves a bit of a sci-fi element. So keep that in mind. So our protagonist, Aiden Bishop, wakes up in this body, has no idea who he is or what he's doing in Blackheath, this crumbling estate. He then starts to find out that he's not even this random guy, Sebastian Bell. He's somebody else. He's got to solve a mystery. And not only that, there are other people who he does not know about that must also solve the mystery, that have also been forced into this time loop. And whoever gets to it first gets to get out. You do not get to work together. It is a one winner kind of thing. Just one winner, no participation trophies for this game. And how is he learning this when he has no memory of who he is or how long he's been here? Well, that's our creepy recurring character, the Plague Doctor. This is a guy who shows up to nudge him along and give him little tidbits of information to help him out, all the while wearing a big creepy cloak and a creepy Plague Doctor mask. Listen, If I was suddenly in a place that was creepy and I did not know who I was or where I came from, and there was a guy in a plague doctor mask that's trying to be chummy with me, I would immediately be like, oh, what's happened? I'm in the bad place. I gotta get out of here. Because that is one of the creepiest things to me, are those creepy masks that they wore. It would be an immediate no. Aiden Bishop felt the same. He tried to get out of there and learned that he could not escape, and that if he fell asleep, he would simply wake up in another host's body. And it just kind of bounced around like that for the whole book, which, as you can imagine, was a tiny bit confusing, but like a multiple POV story, it did keep things interesting and kept things switched up. So real quick, let's get into the mystery that needs solving. Mr. and Mrs. Hardcastle are throwing a ball, inviting all of the guests back who were present at their home so many years ago when they lost their young son. So, trigger warning, there is some unpleasant stuff with the loss of a child here in a very gruesome way. It is not talked about a lot, so it's not in your face, but it was a bit of a hard pill to swallow. Didn't like that part. Never do. But it seems like that mystery was solved, but like Grandpappy Troll said in Frozen 2, the past is not what it seems. So that is going to play in what happens to Evelyn Hardcastle at this dinner. Evelyn is estranged from her parents and is dragged back for some odd reason, and at the end of the night, she is unalived by somebody there. This book, it was a doozy. It was a lot. There was a lot going on. Because you're like, what happened exactly in the past? No, really, what happened? And what's happening tonight? And why are these people here? Why are they forced to be here? Is this punishment? What did they do that they have to be in this loop, in this miserable setting, and figure this out and almost become Lord of the Flies with each other and battle it out just to have a chance to go back to the real world? What is going on? Who is the guy in the plague doctor mask? I mean, who is this guy, really? There's a lot. It's a lot. But look, it's not a quick read, I'll tell you that, but it is a good read. If you like something that is a lot of puzzles that you're going to have to keep thinking about, this is definitely the book for you. Now that my glass is almost empty, let me wrap this up. Do I recommend this book? Yes, I do. Only if you like something that's suspenseful, but is not a quick read. It's very complex. There's a lot going on, and it is going to keep you guessing up until the very end. So, go check it out. Go to your library or your local bookstore and pick it up. And if you love me, don't forget to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel where you can get all of this fun book content. And check out next time when I will be doing Kate's notes on Daughters of Rome, which I will tell you right now is not about a guy named Rome. I was wrong about that. Anyway, if you're also wondering if you should forego all your other responsibilities to finish that book, yes, you should. Okay, until next time, my friends. Bye!